Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Taco Bites, your daily bite of Degen. I guess something didn't work in the background. It would not be Taco Bites. Are we repeating ourselves somewhere? Oh, we are. Ha! Okay. Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Taco Bites, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 341. Learning Web3 about Bitcoin and other blockchains and coins and using user. And we are going to put that chat information there in the chat to learn more about blockchain, earn free sats, and what happens with that. We seem to have been in a little bit of a Solana day, I guess. We randomly picked a hat off the wall. You can sort of see there is a smorgasbord of hats to pick from every episode, and we just sort of pick what is easiest. So did not know that this was matching with our shirt right away. So we hope you're all having a great day. We wanted to just sort of go through this pieces. We found user real quick. We actually were just turned on to this last night. So so we are looking for user online to and so we're going to showcase this a little bit, just so you can sort of see what it looks like, how to find out more about it, and what that means for you. Boom. So there we go. As always, we like to sort of show you what we're doing. So you can sort of see. So this is learn something new every day, a simplified bite-sized classes. They are really quick. One of the things that there are two options with it. There is a donate function, subscription model. It's around $60 for the year. It gets rid of all the ads and no stops. I literally just started on it today, but I really liked it. And so really thought that there was a good use for getting this info out there. And so we're gonna showcase you where they're at on Twitter as well. And so this is who we are talking about today. They are somewhat active. So really cool. Then we can talk. That is get to level 4 and then we can talk. Slapped it and it fell. I then accidentally jumped on it with both feet 2 or 3 times. Such an unfortunate turn of events. Just make them stacked more Bitcoin. So yeah, no. This is sort of what we're this is what we are talking about today. So we are going to go back and we're going to make sure that this is who we know that we're talking about. And so, yeah. Get user. Where is that invite code? We have that invite code somewhere. Where is that going to be? So this is our invite code so everyone can see it, plain and simple. Boom. But this is, so like I said, we wanted to go over user, what they, we're going to show you what their site sort of looks like and what they go about here. It is all mobile. And so, but they are working to decentralize information, get some more information out there, and teaching people about Bitcoin and what that means. It covers a lot of stuff. We have Sanja, Toma, and the Macro Edge as some of the main founders. For ops, devs is Warner and Renato. You can find all of these people on Twitter, and they actually have their pub key. I use Pubster for my Nosters. So those are their Nosters there. The other bird app. So yeah, interesting piece there. Nice way to connect. You can always contact them and get through them. They have a lot of cool information here. Oh, let's go join live and see what their Telegram group has going on. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see how quickly I can get banned. Oh, that means I got to leave a group. I'll leave that community. Oh, I must be over a lot of 500. All right, that we'll deal with that at a different time. So looks like I can't join this group. Oh well. Yep, we'll figure that one out later. But yeah, so that is Telegram for them and what they have going on. But what's really cool, what I did like, is they have a huge shop of different items that just sort of have, you're always wondering where finding Bitcoin graphic tees at and stuff like that. Just some of the cool stuff. I've seen the Satoshi shirts around. I've seen the no second best. So some pretty cool stuff here. And yeah, orange pill everyone, free shipping on all orders. So yeah, that's sort of the fun stuff that we've seen here. And what we sort of wanted to showcase today real quickly was just a little bit more education about Bitcoin and blockchain, something you can share with anyone and everyone, and get that out there. We talk about a lot of different things. Last night we went to AI blockchain event last night, and got to meet with a Colombian and MIT student that is making a new chat GPT called FinGPT. And they've launched that out with that they, are having better results than Bloomberg Terminal, and predicting markets and predicting outcomes. So some cool stuff there. And so, yeah. So Brown University and Columbia, not MIT. I apologize. So their FinGPT outperforms Bloomberg, and looking at distributing tasks to write more information and get more information out there. So it's really cool on these new tools that are coming out. Got to be in two spaces yesterday that different attitudes and stuff like that got to see. One I'm going to be heading back over to in a short minute, but wanted to hop, had to have TacoBytes today. We are 24 days away from 365. So the big question everyone's asked, what are you going to do in a year? Who knows? Just probably get ready for episode 366. Not sure yet on that, but because there's so many people that have asked that, you got to look at something to do for that. So just gonna, at the very least, have some fun with it, and see who I can invite and, what we can have in the books going for that. We do have, our daily bites and everything like that. We will have a week in review tomorrow on Zen and a couple other things within the markets. Google and Microsoft just released their earnings calls this evening at the close of market. So we'll see what those do to aftermarket prices and what that sort of does. I know that Google was expected to do better than predicted. So we'll see how well that turns out, and that'll be sort of fun. But really, just wanted to go over user today. I hope that you find some interest in it, and you might be some higher up on your blockchain journey, but you're always wondering how you can help others learn about blockchain, and you might not have the time. Something that digests information into tiny little bites that they can do sitting on the train, waiting for a plane, or somewhere else, really brings a lot to the table, to where that they can learn at their own pace. They can go refresh on information, and they get free Bitcoin to do it. So not only are you helping someone learn about blockchain, but they are also they are earning out of that as well. So I think that's really lays the groundwork for some cool stuff there. Really excited to see how user performs. As I continue using user, this will be really fun all the way around. And so, as always, as we end every episode, we just want to thank everyone for joining us. And we want to thank, for just, a whole new way of looking at blockchain is by educating others. We look at it as an aspect for how we can win, how we can take over. But if we take the time to look at educating others as an opportunity to onboard someone when we're not around, find those tools. There's Learn Web3 DAO. There is Soul University. There is User. There is also I use two other apps, but Crypto Flashcards is a cool little app as well. Asset Dash does some cool stuff as well with Learn and Earns. And so there's so many big and tiny ways to help teach people. I ask that you find I want to set the bar low. One person a week that you look to onboard into Web3. And it may be educate, I still can't believe that I met the OpenSea NFT curator of an art gallery. So OpenSea's representative, and they didn't own any NFTs. And so the easiest thing for me to do was to onboard them into Solana and send them a free NFT. So that was the quickest, easiest way to onboard someone into something. There are 1,000 different ways to onboard someone into something. Zen token is a huge way of onboarding people into Web3 and helping them learn distribution and the power of people. You see a whole lot of other projects like that too. We see that in meme coins that have staying power. We've seen that with Doge. We've seen that with Pepe. We've seen that with SHIB. We've seen that with layer ones that people thought weren't going to go anywhere. And we still always have to fight informational battles. Had to deal with Ben Armstrong saying Solana's crap the other day. And a friend of mine tagged me in it. It was like, oh, what are you thinking that? And I was like, Solana's literally just went from 17 to 25. So I'm like, everything that was named as a security went up. But, Ben sort of has his own way of doing things on his platform. And I don't know how many times he said Solana's, a staying power. So grabbing these bytes is really dumb. So I suggest everyone listen to as many people as possible, or listen to no one and just do your own thing. That there's multiple paths for you to go. But the number one path that I don't listen to is the negative side of things. And so, and that's just me, maybe with a jaded heart, and a little bit of experience, because we've seen so many times when people are talking bad about something nonstop, yet they don't go away. Then that makes me wonder, why are they talking? If they think it's such a shitty thing, why do they stick around? Well, because they want other people, usually 99.99% of the time, they want people to sell off so they can buy cheaper, so they can get a bigger position. And so we see that happen time and time again. It's a very interesting fact. So want people to learn to understand that, don't listen to the FUD. Take everything with a grain of, take all the positivity and the hopium with a grain of salt. And just work to educate yourself, learn about what you're doing. And, you don't have to go so far as to like being able to look at a JSON and like describing what that does by looking at that, but if you're able to use tools that help you build safety around you, like I use Wallet Guard and I use Joint Fire, if you're able to use these tools just to protect yourself, that is half the battle. You can go buy whatever dumb coin you want, and as long as you're interacting with safe protocols that aren't stealing from you directly and stealing everything you have, then you're just buying dumb coins. There's a token out there literally called SHIT. It did not do so bad. Then it went bad. Or we have stories about, tokens being made after names of shows. There was Squid Games, for instance. I had not seen the TV show Squid Games yet. But there was a lot of hype over a bunch of them. There was like 7 of them going. They were all pumping. Pretty much all of them rugged. One big one was called Baby Squid Game. Live, people watched it just rug. And that's when I learned about it. And then I went, and watched Squid Game because I hadn't watched Squid Game yet, and I was like, wait, there was a TV show about people screwing each other over for money with a rug pull at the end. And people were surprised that happened with this token. I don't know. Sometimes literally, tokens write out, what they are. They call them, they think they're being ironic, by calling themselves scam token. And they're like, oh no, we're just telling people we're going to scam them. And they think we're going to like bring them millions of money that they're going to somehow like beat us at our own game where we've planned out a scam. It's one of those things that is sort of interesting to see, but we see it time and time again. So one, I just suggest look for the positivity in things. Look for positive spaces. I'm going to be hopping over to Web3 Exposed. That space is hit or miss. There's a lot of shit talking sometimes, where I'm just like, yo, no, both people are right. Kiss, make up, but Profits and Scott really work to make a big impact in the space. And so I go and support other builders. So we're going to end this space like we always do with our words of wisdom and the worst, best knock joke on the face of the planet. I want to thank everyone joining us on YouTube. We have 2 YouTube channels going, so I want to thank you for joining. For those that are coming to us on Twitch, thank you for joining. Those on LinkedIn, hello. And those on Telegram and Xenon, as well as Twitter. I want to thank everyone for joining. Please like, subscribe, comment, all of those favorite things. What's funny is I got an email I was invited to put in an application to monetize my content on Twitter because I'd reached certain metrics or something like that. This was 5 months ago. And there's, I was, hey, there's all these tools to expand your reach and to, create cooler content and everything like that. So they asked me to put in an application. So I put in an application. It has now been 5 months waiting to get a response. What I was told recently was I don't have enough engagement, and they're just holding my file, which is sort of hilarious. I have enough engagement to put in an application, but not enough engagement to be approved. So, and then because I can't get approved, I can't get access to tools that will grow my engagement. So, this is what we do, one day at a time, one person at a time, and everyone we meet, which is really cool, is like almost all my followers I've met, directly. So really happy to see that going and coming along. We really hope to push this. We got some really cool interviews set up, and along the lines of my thoughts, words of wisdom and final thoughts, a closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth. I used that last night, to secure a one-on-one interview with Luca Netz, not founder, but owner of Pudgy Penguins. And so really cool to set that. So just remember, no one knows you're looking for opportunity unless you ask for it. And, the worst answer you're going to get if you don't ask is no. So always ask, and you never know what's going to be happening. So thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Once again, our words of wisdom are: a closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth. And the greatest, worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. Knock, knock. Who's there?